perspective.
Okay, that was Nilesh. Let's start wrapping up the market action. Kunj and Mitesh, thanks a lot for joining us and taking us through the market close. The market's closing at a very interesting point. The last few minutes, by the way, very sharp recovery in the Bank Nifty. Just pull out the intraday chart of the Bank Nifty and maybe even the Nifty Financial Services Index. I think when we started 3 p.m., the Bank Nifty was down 300 points. I think that loss got cut to just about 100 points. That's the Nifty, of course. But the bigger index to track is, there it is, the Financial Nifty and the Bank Nifty. Very close to 200-day moving average. Rallies getting sold into, but declines getting arrested at 200-day moving average. That's how the day played out. In terms of individual stocks and sectors, IT stocks did well, especially towards the end. So Infosys, TCS, Wipro, HCL Tech, in terms of index contribution, did well. Cipla, Shree Cement, Tata Consumer and Power Grid were the other stocks where we saw 2% gains or more than 2% gains. BPCL, Grasim, ONGC, ITC and Lever were the other stocks where we had some gains. On the downside, you had some of the big banks, SBI, Kotak, HDFC Bank, ICICI Bank, which were weak. Hero MotoCorp was your top loser, down about 3%. Adani Ports down 2%. What else? Tata Steel and Titan were also down in trade. But the broader market actually did behave itself today, Prashant, after last couple of days of weakness.
Yeah, I mean, so 1,200 stocks higher and about 950 stocks lower. That's the NSE advanced decline. So IGL, the city gas distribution companies, Gujarat Gas, IGL, MGL all did well, 6-7% each. Muthoot Finance, we were talking about that huge underperformer which came up about 6% by close. We had all cargo logistics which went up 7%, 391. Mazgaon Dock 6%, 444. Aster DM was up 9%. There was GE Shipping which ended at 525, 7% higher. Liberty Shoes was up 17%. That's a big move on Liberty Shoes. 252 on that one. Tata Investment, which did very well the week before last, that came back about 5.5 higher. Solar Industries 5.5%, 4.5% higher. Arvind Fashions about 10%. Mirza International, I mean, actually, a lot of these footwear companies are back into rotation. Metro and Campus nowhere to be seen, but the other two are doing well. Not Bata, of course, also not in the gaining list today, but lots of action in the broader markets. Nigel.
Well, that's right. It wasn't so much doom and gloom, actually. Broader market stocks are buzzing around here. Jacket, the Japanese promoter out there, that was up close to around 13.5%. That's JTE KT, so keep an eye out on that stock. STC was up more than 10% in trade today. A couple of other notable gainers. Philatex India, will try to get the management tomorrow on the show. That one as well was bouncing around. Sri Renuka Industries up close to 10% in trade today. Russell India as well up close to around 7%. HCC, there's a bit of a relief in terms of their debt restructuring. Well, the stock was off to the races, up close to around 20%. So to wind things down, well, the Nifty, on a closing basis, I think the average number should be more or less flattish because there was a recovery of around 50 points in the final 30 minutes or so. Averaging, the Nifty should end mildly in the green with a flattish bias. So 17,020 odd. I think that should be the closing rate that we should be watched for. We'll get that in just a bit. The mid-cap index up 0.4%. That was the star performer today. While the Nifty Bank at one point of time was down 350 points. Well, by the time we wound up, it was down only around 100 points. Well, on that note, we'll wrap up on this edition of Closing Bell. You don't go anywhere. Our Tuesday special, Commodity Champions, comes up next.